Good day, viewer. Here I'm doing my second frameworks project, which is a LUA scripted animation. We're tasked with creating a few LUA scripts, some structure based around command groups, serial vectors to one by one after the other, execute commands, and then parallel vectors for stuff to execute all at once. I gave the ability to have these command groups have command groups in them, so having it nested like that enabled me to have quite a bit of control over sequencing. Well, maybe I was a little lacking in my overall commands, as they're not the easiest to use, but they work. Just a little glimpse into the hell that is required to make this stuff. Yeah, here's me setting the default positions of everything for the scene, and then just so here I have a move command that adds the cam object, which is the camera physics object, to the first scene group. And I add the, and it does that for, this just keeps the camera locked in place for 3 seconds. This one has the camera look at the ship for 9.5 seconds. This is the ship moving. The true here is to add it into the first scene as a parallel command, so these will execute at the same time when first scene runs. And then this is an example of the nested groups. So this is the a ship I have in it. Bez move is using Bezier curves, or my own version of it, where it just you give it a position, a destination position, and it takes the point from where it is currently to the destination position, and this is an offset based on the direction. So if something's at 0, 0, 0, and it wants to go to, say, 100, 0, 0, and you give it a 50 offset, that 50 offset will be 50 in the Z, so it'll curve around to the right side in the Z, and this is the Y. So if this was like 50Z, or like a 50 and 50, and it was 0, 0, 0, and it's going 100, 0, 0, it would then curve up and to the right, and then back down to that, that point over wherever. And then these 3 parameters at the end are pretty much similar for all these. These are the total time it runs. This is the ramp up acceleration time, and this is the ramp down acceleration time. But enough about this. It's not the most fun to look at. It's a lot more fun to watch something move on the screen. So let me jump right into this. Because ships and them flying around are pretty floaty movements, I found this to work pretty well with what I had set up here. So I just have this little animation to, it has a ship come in from the distance and land on a platform, then get off the platform, takes off in the distance, and then we get a nice action shot of it flying through space with particles flying by. So I'll just let it play here. And just flies off in the distance. So yeah, given the fact that LUA scripting is meant to make it easier on non-programmers to animate things, this definitely would not be a good setup, though I can interpret it well enough to use it, though it does kind of wear on my sanity a little bit, but that's all right. That's for future me to improve. But for now, thanks for watching, and until next time.